and welcome to Robot Carnage Extreme, where we get to see our competitors fight for glory outside the main competition. Let's take a look at the fight card for episode 3. Get ready for the ultimate vengeance battle in Robot Carnage, as Propellor Head battles Nitro for the victory they and a lot of people feel they were denied. This will be at the end of the show. We continue our Classic Wars tournament with Antomic versus the Big Cheese. Then we have a Rambo Rumble where Sentinel, Corporal Punishment and Siren fight to decide who is the best weaponless robot. It's a battle for the ages next, with Flatline and Petrify continuing the Allstars tournament. Then the start of the semi-finals of the Redemption rounds as Checkmate take on Deathgaze. Flatline comes back to try and take the challenge belt away from Rotator. And then the first of our Wildcard warriors as Petrify shows Toxicity the ropes of the arena. And all of this is to come before we have Propellor Head and Nitro fighting in our main event. Time to get stuck into the action. Two of the larger machines in the Robot Carnage scene, Antomic and Big Cheese, compete for a place in the Classic Wars tournament semi-finals. I'm looking forward to this one, so let's waste no time and get the fight underway.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Be tough to say a favourite here. A Big Cheese going underneath Antomic. And now into the back. Didn't raise the flipper there. As I was saying, very tough to pick a favourite. They're both very good machines. Antomic making sure its flipper is working. Sort of just testing the waters, both of them. Flipping, missing, into the side! Didn't quite get them over. Big Cheese is very heavy, so it will be quite surprising if Antomic is able to get them over. Into the back! Not quite, didn't use the flipper there. And Big Cheese mostly using the back end. And lower than Antomic, underneath it. Raising the arm, but Antomic isn't there. Just off to the side, pushed back. Antomic missing the pit release button. And now getting it. Now going for the Big Cheese again. Very close and underneath! Didn't use the flipper, but the wedge is enough just to get them underneath, and they're very close to the edge! And if they could just use the flipper, they could have had Big Cheese over. But didn't happen. Underneath Antomic. It really is a fight for dominance. Both so low at the front, but who is lower? It just seems to depend. And still, so skirting, flirting with danger. Antomic underneath Big Cheese again, into the corner, and pushing them away to the other side of the arena. A good push and shove match. No flips yet from either of them. A little walk around and oh! Antomic went well over the edge! Will Big Cheese be able to get them in? And they've got them in! Antomic shoved the Big Cheese! They got out of the way just in time, one wheel over the edge! And then Big Cheese came in with a side-on assault and shoved Antomic into the pit. Big Cheese wins the confrontation and moves on to the next round. A great fight, but Antomic is out of the running and the Big Cheese claiming a place in the next round. Now for something different, as 3 Rambots will now duke it out to prove you don't need a weapon as long as you have power. Sentinel, Siren and Corporal Punishment going into the arena with only pushing capabilities. Can 3 non-weaponized machines put on a good show?
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Sentinel, Siren and Corporal Punishment about to push each other for a chance to claim victory, and underneath Siren is Sentinel, Corporal Punishment helping them as well. Front-on collisions from them both, and Sentinel just pushing them around. Siren into the back of Siren. Corporal Punishment a little bit stuck under the barrier. A little too low for that wedge, but Sentinel managing to free them. Underneath Corporal Punishment again, Siren just bouncing off the walls, and underneath Corporal Punishment shoving them away. Siren underneath Sentinel. Corporal Punishment in the mix as well. All of them bouncing off one another. All of them having to use brute force, aggression, control and tactics. Corporal Punishment trying to hit the pit. Release tyre, but not able to. Siren dancing away at the side there. And over the edge of the pit, it's not down yet. And the pit goes down thanks to Sentinel, shoving them both away. Now dancing with each other and Corporal Punishment's into the pit! Siren got out of the way, Corporal Punishment didn't. They lingered for that second too long and shoved in by Sentinel. 2 machines left. The Corporal in the pit. And now, underneath Siren. And Siren nearly into the pits! And they'll try to get them in! And just got away in time! Sentinel shoving Siren into the pit! They've got them in this time! Brilliant driving from Sentinel! Underneath Siren just the right time and shoved them in alongside the Corporal. Sentinel wins the Rambo Rumble. A great showing of raw power with Sentinel shoving Siren and the Corporal down the pit, proving that brute strength is a weapon in itself. Let's continue with the Allstars battles now with Flatline and Petrify. It's the Series 1 champion against the Series 2 runner-up. A good matchup, and I think it could go down to the wire.
3, 2, 1. Activate!
What a great matchup this is. Flatline out of the gate trying to get into Petrify first. Because Petrify won't be able to control the fight if it gets the chance and getting flipped over by Flatline. Into the side, nearly getting them out. Trying to chase them down. Nearly miss. Nearly in with a flipper. Petrify just trying to wait for that angle to grab hold of Flatline. Didn't take it. Flatline missed timing its flip again. Into the side! Oh, weapon to weapon. Petrify bringing down the claw. Again thrown over by Flatline! In with the claw. Raised them high enough so Flatline can get underneath and throwing them over. Nearly out of the arena as well. And now playing with them. Trying to get them out of the arena and missed. Back onto their wheels now, but holding on to them with the flipper. Now Flatline has become the control bot. After 10 seconds, had to let them go and done so. Trapped onto the pit a little bit. Petrify getting close to the pit release tyre. Now Flatline is. Best way to end a fight like this. Go for the pit release. If Flatline is managing, but not really. Now they're both having a go. There doesn't seem to be any chance. And that's a great grab by Flatline. And now getting stuck over just away. If that pit was down, it's down now. And if the pit was down, it's going to cause a lot of problems. Up to the other end of the arena. Flatline and Petrify bouncing off of one another, and Petrify grabbing hold of Flatline underneath the flipper. And now leading them towards the pit. Flatline tried to get away. Petrify's going to have to let go soon. And I think they're about to do it with Flatline going into the pit. Oh, they've done it. They've pitted Flatline into the pit. What a great display from Petrify. Teasing them at first, but sinking Flatline into the pit. And Petrify move on to the next round of the All-Stars. A brilliant fight with Petrify coming out as the victor, with Flatline falling in the end. Now, let's talk about the main event, shall we? Propellor Head came into Series 3 with high expectations and high damaging capabilities. It tore its way through the heats, ripping off weapons and breaking through armour, until an encounter with Nitro in the first round of the semi-final would end with Nitro winning due to a very close judge's decision. Many people were not happy with the result and have wanted justice for Propellor Head since. And at the end of this episode, they will take on Nitro again for revenge. We still have a few more events to get through first, so let's proceed. Time for the first semi-final of the redemption rounds. Checkmate and Deathgaze have claimed one victory each in a sense, but now they will fight for a place in the tournament final. Will the Ram and Forks win, or will the Swinging Axe make it through?
Three, 2, 1. Activate!
Winner of this fight moves on to the redemption round finals. Checkmate, with the low Forks at the front and the Wedge at the back against Deathgaze and pushing Deathgaze. its axe ready to hit, but getting pushed around by Deathgaze, getting shown all the corners of the arena. Deathgaze a little unsure. I'm not entirely sure which way the axe is meant to be facing. At least with Checkmate, you can sort of tell which way forward is. Is the wedge the front? I'm assuming it would be from the way it had its claw positioned, but you never know. They could have changed the design slightly for this. Getting into the side. Very close to the pit, but not going for the pit release tire. Both of them just seem to be a little unsure how to fight each other. Both unusual designs. Checkmate maybe less so. But Deathgaze is almost doing wheelies there. And now about to attempt the pit release tire and constantly missing it. This isn't going how I thought it was gonna, if I'm honest. My prediction was that Checkmate was pretty much just going to be a dominant force, and now locking into the wheels and now going for a spin up into the corner. A dance of death. And still, both of them unsure what to do. Getting close to the pit. Checkmate still bouncing around. And Deathgaze just hasn't got a clue what it's doing. We're down to the last 10 seconds. It's not been a very exciting fight, I'm afraid. Underneath Deathgaze! Finally some action! But it's a little too late.
Cease.
And we're going to the judges. The judges have made their decision and have gone for Checkmate as the winner on aggression and control. Will they make it all the way? We will have to wait until then to find out. On to the challenge belt, and Rotator has a new opponent in Flatline. The Flipper Bot has taken them down once before, but things have changed since then. They met in Series 1 where Rotator used a bar as well as the disc, but one flip from Flatline left them high-centered and struggled to get back into the action. The Miami machine has learned from that and now going in with both discs and the determination to keep the belt.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Flatline back, fighting Rotator now, thinking they can take the belt. A little flip there, and now high-center themselves on the pit release. Backed away, Flipper raised, Rotator's disc spinning up to full speed. And hitting into the side, going for the wheels. Getting pushed back by Flatline, up the front. Flatline missed its chance, mistimed its flip. Rotator hitting off of the side, bringing in both discs. Flatline getting hit all around. And that's some arm and it's come off and getting catapulted by Rotator. Though I think it kind of just fell off on itself, but Rotator constantly going in, hitting into the sides of Flatline. And they don't have the wheel guards. They've taken them off. Don't know why, but they're a vulnerable target now, especially for a spinner. And now getting bounced off. Rotator going in. Both of them nearly hitting the pit release. And now into the back again, pinned in by Flatline. And into the side again. More hits off of the side armor. And what's that doing internally? And into the front. The top disc nearly getting into the mechanism of the flipper. And Flatline hasn't flipped them yet. Although it could have done there. Up the ramp. Shoved to the side. Another mistimed flip by Flatline. And Rotator going into the back. Hitting them everywhere it can. They just have to win this fight to claim the belt. And so far they're doing a very good job. Flatline running away almost. Making sure the flipper is still working. But they haven't gone underneath. And now they have, and flipping Rotator. Into the corner. Picked them up. Threw them over. Almost like a suplex, but Rotator not turned upside down. Back the right way up. And getting hit into the side again. Spinning around. Last 10 seconds of the fight, and Rotator going in for more hits. Flatline not been too aggressive in this fight. Rotator going in for a few more attacks. And it's down to the It went to the judges, and they have made their decision. And it's Rotator who wins the fight and claims the challenge belt. Congratulations, Rotator, for 3 straight wins over Big Cheese, Nitro, and now Flatline. They will start their second defense with a new belt later on in the show. Next up is the first of our Wildcard Warriors. A complete newcomer will take on a veteran to find out how things are done in the arena. Toxicity will battle against Petrify. What a shame for the newcomers. Well, time to see what the newbies can do.
3, 2, 1, activate.
And here comes Toxicity, this Axebot going in for a few attacks already onto Petrify. The claw is raised, ready to grab hold of them. And Toxicity seems to have damage on Wind Wheel, and the lid has come off! Split apart, and yet the drive seems to be back to normal. Going in, missing Petrify, heading to the side, and Petrify now got a hold of them. Slamming them into the wall, the axe swinging madly, trying to get away. And refusing to let go, hanging on to the brake in the armour, and now pinning Petrify to the side, going in with the axe. Pushing it to them again. A good swinging axe, a good fast weapon Toxicity has. If only its shell wasn't still in one piece. Bit of a stalemate there. Petrify now got hold of them and released. Both of them still swinging around. Toxicity going in, hitting the axe into the base of the claw. Shoved around again. Toxicity falling apart as the fight goes on, but they're still managing to keep up with Petrify. Nearly go for the pit release, but Petrify not letting them. And grabbing hold of them again. Into the inner workings. And run into the wall. And the axe still swinging madly. This is not great control from the rookie machine. Petrify up the front. The axe seems to be struggling. No, it is working fine. Petrify pushing into the side of them again. And now, leaving them in. And they're immobilized. There's no drive. The axe is still swinging, but nothing coming from the drive motors. The wheels have stopped. Petrify are the winners.
Cease.
A little trouble with the internals within Toxicity caused their drive to malfunction and were counted out as a result. Petrify remaining a dominant force in the arena. And now it's time for the big one. The vengeance battle we've all been waiting for. Propellor Head and Nitro, face to face in the arena once again, and with bad blood between them. This is a fight to end where one will end up destroyed. Hold on to your hats, because this could get messy.
3, 2, 1, activate.
The vengeance battle, which made extreme possible. And what was that? Something has just come off! Propeller Head's weapon has just broken! Pieces outside of the arena! Wow! I was not ready for that! And... wow! I am stunned! Propeller Head's weapon is just been destroyed! And Nitro seems to be suffering! No law of control! Internal damage perhaps! The force of the hit! And the wheel has come off! Major damage sustained! And now... I'm still stunned, I can't believe what's happened! And Nitro has gone into the pit! I'm at a loss for words! I don't know what to say! Except that Propeller Head has beaten Nitro in this vengeance battle!
Cease.
Nitro ending up in the pit gives Propeller Head the win. Maybe not how they wanted to win, but it's a win for the spinner regardless, and they should be happy knowing that justice was indeed served. Thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the show. And join us next week where 3 machines from Team Siren fight it out for glory, Katrina battles Happy Slap for a place in the Redemption Round Finals, And the main event is a Wildcard Warrior battle between the Old Guard Trillium from Robot Carnage and Mayhem from Team Penny's Mecha Mayhem as they engage in a fight to the death.